Hey guys, what's up? It's Sky. So, let's talk about this, shall we? Let's really talk about this for a moment, about last night. What am I talking about? The roast. No, it wasn't bad. It was from my perspective of what Asians should not do. Well, for starters, what I should not do. And one of those things is to not do 4 shots. Let me explain the mic I did 2 weeks ago. I did 2 shots. So my brain goes, okay, because that was a test roast to see how I would do. So what did we do? We upped it to 2 more, which makes 4. Yeah, needless to say, 1, I don't remember any of the conversations I had with people. Well, to a degree, because some were text. So I do have remember like the proof of that. But in terms of a vocal conversation I had with people, I don't remember them. Number 2, I remember as I'm walking through the Tipsy Flamingo, I was swaying back and forth. My eyes are very glossy. That is how I knew it was time to cut myself off. Now, let me explain something. With me drinking, being South Korean, I do know what my cutoff point is, and I very much know, which is why, yes, 4 shots is like nothing to most people. Again, I am South Korean, so I do not handle alcohol very well or at all. So I knew that I was going to have to drive 4 minutes down the road, which is literally a straight line. But I knew when I had to quit drinking also, because it had time to settle in my system and I had to be able to drive. So, yeah. Needless to say, I don't obviously suggest drinking and driving. No. But I also know when I've come down from the alcohol and how far I had to go. But again, the point of this story is the fact that everything I was feeling in my body and the point of, like, I knew when to cut myself off. And the thing is, I know when people drink, they're like, they don't know when to quit sometimes. But that is the one thing I know about me and drinking. I know when to cut myself off. It was very interesting, too, though, the thought and the idea of, I didn't know always when to stop smoking pot. I didn't know when to stop smoking cigarettes. Those were the things that were harder for me to quit and or stop. But drinking, I always knew when to stop because it was more of a physical feeling. So I knew if you can't walk in a straight line, if you can't have a conversation with somebody because you sound like you're drunk, yeah, you're going to probably have to stop. Lots of water was drank last night as well. That was kind of my chaser. Well, no, that was my chaser. Got home, went to bed. That was pretty much my thing. Went home, got to bed. But again, I was good, but I do have to suggest 4 shots is my limit. There is another story that I'll tell another time about when I did 3 shots of moonshine. Moonshine's obviously a lot stronger than Jack Daniels, and it was homemade moonshine. Needless to say, 3 shots put me on my butt that night too. But yeah, it was a very fun open mic. So, not open mic, fun roast.